Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first Descendant video. So time to have a look at Ult Lepic. I haven't made an updated video in a while, and also in yesterday's dev stream for the upcoming content on the 15th, they were showcasing the breach tracking fields and they were using Ult Lepic. So I thought this might be a good time to update him in case people were interested in using him. Also, I haven't made a build for him since the Axe in Place came out. I haven't updated the build with an Ancestors mod, so I thought I'll do that. And also keep in mind this build is designed for the Forbidden Sanctuary, so it'll be much more comfortable for the breach tracking, because the breach tracking is Axion level difficulty. Forbidden Sanctuary is much tougher. Anyway, so the build is quite straightforward. It is the same build I used previously. We are using the Explosive Stacks Transcendent module. Okay, I'll just quickly explain how this works, because that is the key thing. If you understand this, then it's very easy. So if you look at the skill description, it says throws several grenades forward, 3, and deals explosion damage. The thrown grenades can be towed. Grenades are replenished every time a certain amount of bullets are used. So that is the important thing here. Grenades are replenished every time a certain amount of bullets are used. So basically, you throw your grenades 1, 2, 3. Now, instead of waiting for the cooldown, you can just fire your gun and you'll get the bullets back, the grenades back. Let's fire again, grenades back. Now, if you can get the hang of this and you get, let's say, a Vulgus here, and let's say you're fighting against a big boss, you do this, you keep firing your gun, you keep shooting, you can have basically an infinite amount of nades. So yeah, so if you get this thing down, it's very easy to use Lepic and the first skill. You can see I don't have to wait for the cooldown. Okay, so just shoot. Now, in order to do that, I'm using one of the fastest fire rate guns, which is the Python. You don't have to min-max and try to get to 2k fire rate, which is the limit on this one, but try to get it as high as possible. You can put some stat stick related mods here, Defense Master, Brisk Walk, add some more ammo so you're not constantly reloading. Also, you can put something to reload faster, things like that. Anyway, so that is because you want to shoot the bullets faster so that you can get the nades faster. For the rest of the build, it's very straightforward. Lepic has high base crit rate, so we work with crit rate. Not the highest, he has 15%, and he doesn't get any passives either. So we have skill insight, concentration, focus on fire, increased HP, MP conversion, nimble fingers, frontlines emergency measures, one range mod, and then for the Ancestors module, I got one with a lot of crit rate, so I use that one. This gives me a lot of crit rate. Also got tech power, because this one is a tech skill, so tech power is handy. You can also, if you get firepower, that will also be handy. So yeah, that will help. So I'm replacing the focus on tech on this occasion with the Ancestors mod, simply because we already have a high skill modifier, 2455. Your focus on tech will give you, I don't know, 68 something. So that's not going to make a big difference when you already have thousands there. So if you remember my video from the one where I explained this. So yeah, you don't need the focus on tech here. So yeah, just try to get more. Also, crit damage will be a good one here as well. So crit damage, crit rate, tech power, firepower, those things will be the handy stuff here. So yeah, so that is it basically. For the trigger module, we are using power beyond. Why are we not using the blazing zone? Because the blazing zone is for this one. We are mostly relying on throwing the grenades constantly, so we just want a bit more power. The other reason I'm getting the power beyond is I don't have a lot of base skill power. Okay, so we get 15% from the power beyond and 9% from the quantum domain, so we can get 24% here. Otherwise, we have barely any power, so my skills won't be balanced. I'll have a lot of fire, I'll have a lot of tech, but I don't have here. Even now, it's not a lot, but at least it's something. So we have one extra category of skill power. Okay, so yeah, so basically that is the build. Now, for the components, I'm going with the 4 pieces of the Hunter set. Now, this is unusual simply because this is just for the final boss in the Forbidden Sanctuary, because I was noticing I was running out of MP there. So this is the reason I'm using this one here. For other missions, you can mix and match. You can go with 2 pieces of Plague set, for example, and then the Hunter. You can go with something You can go 4 pieces of the Slayer if you wanted. But yeah, MP consumption can be an issue if you're constantly throwing grenades. But if you're having a balanced setup where you're using the 4th skill as well, a little bit here and there, then you may not need this. This is purely for the Forbidden Sanctuary. The Reactor, we have is crit damage and cooldown. And this is the burning mechanics, so fire and tech. Inversion Reinforcement, once again, we're trying to reduce our cost and try to get more MP and reduce the incoming damage. Arche tuning looks like this. So we take the skill, we take the cost, we take the range up to here. We are not taking the big one. We are taking all the skills in the middle, MP, cooldown. We are taking the crit damage. We are taking the crit rate. And then we are going here and taking the Fire Chain Catalyst. The Fire Chain Catalyst works with your fire skill power. So if you have 1.6 over here, you will get the maximum resistance reduction. But we still have a decent amount, so we'll still get something. But if you don't have a lot of firepower, you can go with something else over here instead. Okay, so yeah, so that is basically it. Have I covered everything? Yeah, that is the build. I'll leave you with the footage of the Forbidden Sanctuary. However, before I do that, very, very important, do not pick up the orbs that drop from the bosses. Okay, do not pick them up. Simply because as I mentioned with the first skill and the grenades, this works on the basis of ammo consumed. So when you pick up those orbs, there's one where you don't consume ammo for like 60 seconds or something. So basically you'll be firing and you'll not be getting your stacks back. Okay, so keep that in mind. Just back up from the boss when he's about to die so that you don't accidentally pick up the orbs. For the Tyrant Breach Discharger and the alternate hand of Naziestra, just step away a little bit when they're about to go down so that you don't accidentally pick up the 2 orbs. Okay, that is the one change, because otherwise you will mess up the whole setup, because we are relying on using the ammo to, get our nades constantly up. So we will be doing this constantly, and as long as we do this, we'll have enough nades to keep, spamming the nades. But if you don't use ammo for a minute, yeah, this will not work. Anyway, hopefully that was clear. Thank you for watching. I'll leave you with the footage of the Forbidden Sanctuary. And yeah, Lepic is decent here.